Alright guys, iPhone SE honest review here. Sorry for the stuff off on the right. I'm traveling and I don't really have a great tripod, and I wanted to get this review up so people can take a look at it just as soon as this phone is released. Anyway, we've got an iPhone 6 over here on the right and an iPhone SE on the left. The 6 and the 6S are going to share the same body, the same construction, and likewise the iPhone SE and the iPhone 5 and 5S are going to share the same body size and construction. So things we're going to talk about in this quick little honest review here are what the iPhone SE feels like in your hand. If you're new to iPhone and you've never owned one before, I think you'll be really impressed with the build quality. I think that coming from people who are in emerging markets like in China or in India, if they've never owned a smartphone made by Apple, this is going to blow them away. I mean, the construction on this device is really, really fantastic. Apple has basically taken the award-winning classic design of their iPhone 5 and 5S model and shoved the guts of the iPhone 6S into it. And so you're getting the iPhone 6S camera, you're getting the awesome A9 chip, as well as 2 gigs of RAM in this bad boy. And it really, really, really makes a difference with browsing and processing and with doing tasks, especially multitasks. And other sort of everyday uses of the phone. Like I said, build quality, fantastic. You've got a unibody metal construction here with glass inlays at the top and at the bottom. 4-inch screen size here. We've got an LCD display, and so the colors are nice and bright and vivid. Phone fits fantastically in your hand. The finish is just really, really great on this device. The screen size is small. If you're coming from an iPhone 6 or an iPhone 6S, you're going to notice that the screen is markedly smaller. And in fact, if you're an older person and you like the larger screen on different devices, you're going to really think this thing is small and hard to get used to. You know, coming from a 6S down to the SE, very, very hard to go back down in size. If you're a fan of my videos, you know that I like one-handed phones. This 4-inch screen is just too small for me, guys. I can't believe I'm saying that. But the 4.7-inch screen on the 6 and 6S are just way better to use. Apps fill the screen nicer on this bigger screen phone. Even though the phone is a little bit large, it's still easy to fit in one hand. I think I've always said kind of 4.7, 4.5 is my sweet spot. In fact, I much prefer a 5-inch Nexus 5X because it's Android over iPhone, but it's hard to get a small screen Android phone these days. Anyway, getting away from that, we're talking more about the SE here. Lightning fast processor, excellent camera, great resolution. I mean, you can just see, the quality, the details, and all your photos, both indoors and outdoors, are just fantastic. The camera launches quickly. The sharpness and focusing are right on. Apps run smoothly, open quickly. The phone does not feel sluggish at all. Browsing, scrolling is really fast. Like I said, if you've used an iPhone 5 or a 5S, you know exactly what this phone feels like. Another great thing, probably the greatest thing about the iPhone SE, is the price. I mean, this bad boy is coming to you at $399 unlocked. Now, that is for the 16 gig model, which is kind of a letdown. Apple could have gone and made the starting size of this phone a 32 gig phone. Unfortunately, they probably want to pad their pockets there a little bit and make people bump up to the 64 gig if they want for $499. But if you consider that you're getting a top-of-the-line iPhone, again, this is the 6X guts crammed into a 5S body. You're getting a top-of-the-line smartphone with a great camera, fast Touch ID, awesome Apple construction, access to the Apple ecosystem, access to all the accessories and everything that goes along with it for almost half of what you'd pay for a new 6S. That is unreal, my friends. And when you think about how this is going to compete with Android in the developing markets of the world, you're talking mid-range Android price here at that, and a top-of-the-line Apple phone. So kind of I would give it a mixed review in terms of the overall benefit and I guess you'd say cost-benefit analysis of this guy. What are you getting? You're getting a top-of-the-line phone, but in a smaller sort of case. And if you're a fan of small phones, that's great, but you really have to like that 4-inch screen to make it worth it. But the price for an unlocked iPhone that has the newest guts inside, again, just unbelievably attractive, for going to be for a lot of people. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this real quick little honest review here of the iPhone SE. If you want to know what I'm going to be doing with this phone, is I'm going to be selling it, getting rid of it. As much as I like the body, the screen is just too small for me. I'm going to stick with my iPhone 6S because that 4.7-inch screen on this guy is just a little bit better for me. So anyway, take care, guys. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Thanks.